Welcome to CCC Cards this week in investing year 2, week 11. Before I show how we did in investing this week, go subscribe and like the video. First, Jordan Love. This week his Prism rookie card is up $3, not $13. And this week he had 258 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. And the Packers blew out the Cardinals 34-15. His cards will keep going up. This week they play the Texans. Almost every game. There's a bunch of good games this week, but he's in one of them. His cards will keep going up all year long. And hopefully back to the week 1 price of $17. Next, Jared Goff. His Silver Prism rookie is down $3 from last week, now selling for around $37 a card. This week he had 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and gave Jerry Jones a good birthday present, beating the Cowboys 47-9. And that was a fun game to watch. If it was my birthday, it would have been a good present. Good early birthday present. It's probably too late to call it a birthday present. Let's just call it an early Christmas present. Next, Jalen Hurts. His Prism rookie card is down $3, now selling for around $7 a card. This week had 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And how did they beat the Browns by 4 points? They should have won by 20 or 30 points. But instead they lose by 4. It might be time to sell his cards. If he's playing like this, the team's winning by 4 points to one of the worst teams in the league, his cards will not go up. So hopefully next week they can play better. They play the Giants, so another bad team. Should be an easy win. Hopefully they win by 20 points and prove that this game was just a bad week. Next, JJ McCarthy, no comps on his Bowman Chrome Refractor as a PSA 10 or the base Bowman as a PSA 10. And this week, the Vikings were on bye. Next week, the Vikings play the Lions. That might be game of the week. But for investing in him, it might be worth buying them, and see what team he gets traded to. If I would guess he'd be traded the way Sam Darnold's playing. He's probably not going to start next season unless there's an injury or someone gets traded. But Sam Darnold might win MVP. That would have been a joke before the season starts, and now might actually happen. Next, Tiffany Stratton, her Silver Prism rookie, no comps, still at $12 this week. Had a tag team match with Rhea Ripley against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. But Nia Jax did with the disqualification. Tiffany Stratton about to cash in. But Daddy Dom saves Liv Morgan. I don't know if she'll cash in at Crown Jewel. I'm not doing my predictions. I'm going to save for my predictions video in a few weeks. It'll be on the Tuesday before Crown Jewel. I'll make my predictions. Go subscribe and watch. Keep watching for those predictions. Next, Jey Uso. His 2010 Topps Platinum last week sold for $10, but I didn't see that it sold till just this week. I was looking at comps. It was weird on 130.1 for his cards. Probably because they don't sell out as much as most people's cards. But I saw that it sold for $10, so I'm going to count it as this week. And this week on last Friday at SmackDown, Jay saying they need help. Roman Reigns saying the smart thing, no yeet. We don't want Jay in the bloodline. He quit. But Jimmy Uso showing up on Raw this week. Jay doesn't want anything to do with him. I don't know if he'll team up with them. But I don't know if it could be tribal combat at Bad Blood and he rejoins the bloodline. Helping Roman Reigns beat Solo. I don't know if that match will happen, but I want to see it happen. Roman Reigns put the Ula Fala around his neck again. Because he is the only tribal chief. Next, Roxanne Perez. No comps on her Silver Prism rookie. So it's still at $2. And now friends with Cora Jade again. And on NXT last week with Julia comes out to interrupt and Stephanie Vacker, however you say her name, makes her NXT debut. And why did they have to pick up her title? And why did they have to throw her out of her ring? She's going to beat Stephanie Vacker, maybe even Julia again. No one's going to beat her. No one's going to take that championship from Roxanne Perez. And those comps will keep going up. If not, she'll go on the Raw or SmackDown and her cards will go up. Next, JC Jane, no comps on her Silver Prism rookie. So it's still at the $2.75. And this week, all of Fatal Influence lost to Kalani Jordan, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. And if they're putting her in matches against top stars on SmackDown, she's probably going to be a top star. They're not going to put you against top stars if you're not good. Her cards will probably start to go up. Next, Uncle Howdy, no comps on his Select Ringside. Still at $8. I paid either $40 or $50 for one of those. I don't like seeing the $8 price. It might even be worth selling because his cards have gone down the last 11 weeks. And during the Miz and R-Truth match, stuff popping up on the screen. I don't think there's a QR code, but he's going to come after the Miz. And then the R-Truth beating the Miz. And then after the match, I should know this faction name faster. Final Testament attacking R-Truth. And then skull-crushing finale. It could even be Final Testament and Miz versus the Wyatt Six and R-Truth. Go subscribe and watch next week for week 12 and for all of the people on the main roster that are at Crown Jewel. I'll do a Crown Jewel predictions video. It'll be on the Tuesday before Crown Jewel. So go subscribe and keep watching for that. And also watch This Week in Investing week 12 next week.